The annals of history are filled with tales of courage, but few are as heart-stirring as that of a stray dog named Stubby. Welcome. Today, we recount the legendary life of Sergeant Stubby, the most decorated war dog of the 20th century. Our story begins in 1917 in New Haven, Connecticut, where a scruffy stray was about to find his destiny. The soldiers of the 102nd Infantry were training at Yale when the friendly bull terrier mix first appeared. He was befriended by Corporal Robert Conroy, who named him Stubby for his short, stubby tail. A lifelong bond was born. Stubby wasn't just a mascot. He learned to recognize bugle calls and even how to salute his superior officers. When the unit was ordered to France, Conroy couldn't bear to leave his friend. He smuggled Stubby aboard the SS Minnesota. Hidden first in an overcoat and then in a coal bin, the stowaway braved the Atlantic alongside the men he loved. Upon discovery in France, Stubby was allowed to stay. He was headed into the Chemin de Dames, one of the war's most brutal sectors. The Western Front was a nightmare of mud, disease, and constant artillery. But Stubby was undeterred. He became a sentry, his keen senses far exceeding those of the men around him. He could hear the enemy long before they were seen. Stubby learned to detect the high-pitched whine of incoming shells, barking to warn his unit to take cover before the impact. In February 1918, the unit was hit by a surprise gas attack. Stubby, who had been gassed before, recognized the smell instantly. As the gas drifted in, Stubby ran through the trenches, barking and biting at the men to wake them. He saved the entire regiment. The men were so grateful they fashioned a special gas mask for Stubby, ensuring their bravest member was protected. Stubby's greatest service was perhaps his work with the wounded in the desolate expanse of no man's land. He would search for the wounded, staying with them and barking until medics could find their way through the fog. He could even differentiate between the languages spoken, only responding to English calls for help. One night, he discovered a German spy mapping out the American trenches. Stubby didn't just bark, he pinned him until help arrived. For this capture, Stubby was promoted to the rank of sergeant, the first dog ever promoted through combat. In April 1918, during the Battle of Sicapre, Stubby's luck turned. He was wounded by a retreating German grenade. He was sent to the rear to recover. Even there, he served, visiting wounded soldiers to boost their morale and spirit. Once healed, he returned to the front lines, serving in 17 different battles throughout the war. When the guns fell silent on November 11, 1918, Sergeant Stubby had completed 18 months of continuous service. Stubby returned home to a hero's welcome. He was a celebrity, leading parades across the United States. He met 3 sitting presidents, starting with Woodrow Wilson, who was honored to meet the four-legged war hero. Stubby became a permanent part of American culture, appearing on stage and in newspapers for years. He even went to college, becoming the mascot for the Georgetown Hoyas while Conroy studied law there. His coat was eventually covered in medals, including the Purple Heart and the French Medal of Valor. He lived out his final years in comfort, never losing his gentle spirit or his loyalty to Robert Conroy. Sergeant Stubby passed away in his sleep in 1926. His loss was felt by the entire nation. But his story didn't end there. He was preserved and gifted to the Smithsonian Institution. To this day, he stands in the Price of Freedom exhibit, a reminder of the sacrifice made by both humans and animals. Stubby remains a symbol of bravery and a testament to the incredible bond we share with our canine companions. Thank you for joining us for this look at one of history's most remarkable soldiers. His name was Sergeant Stubby. If you found this story as inspiring as we did, please subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from the depths of history. Every subscription helps us bring more hidden chapters of our past to life. We'll see you in the next video.